Hello and welcome back. I am Frexistential and we are doing some more Disco Elysium. We were able to successfully inspect the body. The body started to talk to us, which was weird. But we got some more information, and now we are. I'm running around. Talk to Kuno because his boots. He was like wearing a suit of armor, and Kim thinks that.
Does Kuno care?
Kim thinks that Kuno might know some information regarding that. Oh, and I'm looking for drugs. For me to take drugs. I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno. More question about the crime scene. I found your shack. Point over to the shack. Talk about the body again.
The fuck about it?
Yeah, where's the rest of his armor? There are contusions all of his body. Did you do that? Well, we know he did that.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Kuno, I don't understand what you're trying to say. A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying that the armor wouldn't fit anyone. Especially not you, because you're a tiny little boy.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Wait, did you throw it away? Did you take it off of him?
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was just saying. What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Threw it into the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
The way Kuno is speaking, it could just be because I watched the new episode of Ted Lasso last night, but he sounds like Jamie, slightly more higher pitched in the way his inflection in the way he talks.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
That's a lot of stuff you're saying, Kuno. Your language.
Yeah, cocking boot. You know that
Jesus.
jolly union cow fucker came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
What are you talking about, Kuno?
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
What up, Kuno?
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
I guess we'll ask him about. Oh, sure, we'll ask him, even though we know he did it.
What are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting. Too many syllables for Kuno.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion's a bruise. I'm talking about the marks of your stones left on the corpse. That's what I'm saying. You're stupid. I hate words too. The first one.
Did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Okay. Talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Alright, Kuno. Kunes. The mouth on you. Got any speed? Found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
Sure can.
Can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you.
Did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
Yeah, what was with the pig head? I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it? What's with the tube of Magnesium, Kuno. Is that my coat up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine. Point to your coat waving in the winds. Could I get into the harbor from the roof? I've heard enough of this. I mean, what's with the pig head?
That? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Alright, demo tape, like some kind of musician?
Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
Alright, anything about the stuff on the powder residue?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in their pig.
Kuno's high on cocaine 24/7.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Yeah, I could. So the tube of that stuff.
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
Okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, and you look like you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I don't know about magnesium. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, his eyes bulging. Yeah, he's on cocaine.
Pig, don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Does she care about me? That's odd. Like, hey, don't do drugs. Don't be dumb. It's so out of character for her. I've heard enough of this.
Call Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Pigmeister. Got any speed?
Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a kingpin.
It's like, he's the one who knocks. He's Breaking Bad over here.
Don't be your shit in front of the Kuno. Kuno's always serious, always rolling. Big kilo, but you ain't getting any. Get the fuck off.
He's got to at least know a source. Look at him. You need to figure this out somehow.
No, Kuno's not telling us shit.
To befriend him first.
I don't want to be friends with Kuno. Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay, let's get the body down now. Save-a-roo.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
Yeah, preliminary exam is done. Let's get him down.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Alright, well, I guess he's gonna stay up there then.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Oh, we can't shoot him down. That's so dumb. Can't someone else do it? Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down. Again, very dumb. Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor. I'm out of ideas. Taking a look at him. Could we saw the branch?
Go up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems
There
dangerous.
has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Somebody else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean, someone who's below detective. Yeah, you have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are. Are we in a rush to help them? Not with this on our hands.
He covers his
I
nose.
know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we can ask for help from the
I
harbor.
was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yeah, I mean, if they're the suspects and ask them to handle, like, the main piece of evidence, seems bad.
It's unsafe.
Yeah, wait, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt. like chicken on a skewer.
That's how we have to ask for help from the harbor. Maybe we can shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
She loved that idea.
How?
Don't you have your gun? I don't know. Just shoot up there. Point towards the branch. Just shoot the bell. The bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread.
All right.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Jeez. Say nothing. Let him choose.
What else
Oop.
can we do?
I hit the wrong button. But that's probably for the best. Yeah, you shoot him down. No other way. I'm out of ideas. Taking a look at him. Talk about getting him down.
Yes, we do.
Shoot him down. No other way.
He breathes out heavily.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
Say nothing. Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket
He's gonna do it.
and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and
Oh my
gives the
God.
cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing again. See what he does.
Gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about his eyes mostly, just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
No, that's why he missed.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
So I shouldn't console him. So I wouldn't say it's okay, man, or get your shit together. I'll say what
I
now?
have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
All right, we'll have to ask for help.
Okay. They do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there,
They can get him down too.
okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
But won't it be dangerous? How do we get inside the harbor?
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found, where your cloak is. It looked doable.
To the gates. Let's fight, I say.
Won't it be
To
dangerous?
ask the suspect for help with the victim's body. To be indebted to Ebrard Claire? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Where? We weren't even talking to you. What's wrong with being indebted to Everett Clare?
He's a dangerous and corrupt man, and we cannot predict what he will want from us in return.
Oh man.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
Kuno, calm down. Let's get to it then. Well, I guess we're committing to this route. Okay. Oh yes, we have a thing to level up. Our authority is really -2 from items and thoughts, so I mean, this would be higher. Inlaid Empire is pretty. We've put a lot of points in here, and it's led to a lot of interesting things popping up. Hand-eye coordination. We need this one. Sneak under the noises, stun with an immense panache. I think we need this to jump and get our jacket. I mean, our intellect is kind of garbage right now. But I still think going all in on maybe suggestions, some more points here, like, yeah. Or, I mean, we're dumb as hell. Let's do charm, understand cop culture, intimidate the public, assert yourself. I mean, I think I'm gonna take the items off. Let's get our authority back up. What has negative authority? Oh, our the ledger of failure and hatred. All right, we'll take that off for now. Okay. And I still will understand others, work your mirror neurons. Let's do suggestion. Client accept changes. Okay, now I wanted to talk to Joyce again today. Because she might be able to, A, teach me more about reality, and also she might have some more stuff for us. It's a new day. I mean, I really don't want to have the harbor people help get the body down, but I guess we've committed to that choice. And also, maybe that's the only way to actually do it. At least with what we've done so far and the skills that we have and our stats.
You're back.
Oh.
Good. What can I help you with?
Wait, hold on. Me for now. What was the purple? Shadows in the water, green plants under the calm surface. Alright, that wasn't that.
Good. What can I help you with?
Alright. You know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed.
Yeah.
I'm
She
afraid
almost
this
takes
is
the
a
photo.
discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos. Why? How's you looking at the photo tied to the lynching?
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Alright.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
I spoke with the lawman at the roundabout.
Blood has traveled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather.
Yeah.
Wild Pines has eyes on the intersection, but not ears.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
Yeah, I've got some other questions about reality.
In basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Alright, ooh, this one is impossible normally, but we have plus 12 for the thought we have, the Jamas Vu thought. What is reach for something fundamental?
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
World? The only
fading
one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The fading pearls of her eyes look to the sea.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
She
There
concludes.
is a term of endearment they coined for it, in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Oh, Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment. This world does not need a term of endearment. We'll go with the first. What? I'm torn. We'll go with the first.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
Yeah. What is
A
hell?
term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't feel like I've got the whole picture yet.
Oh, you want a picture of the world?
She raised her finger to her lips.
There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Inside sideways? What shape is this world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day.
She's a flat earther.
Tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A dark grey corona?
Yes.
My corona.
It covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
Huh. I did not expect this.
A cold fear seeps into you.
Oh my god, wait, what the hell are you telling me? The pale? What do you mean corona?
You seem to be spooked. Please don't
I am
be.
spooked. She lets a moment pass. The pale? What do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet.
What the fuck?
Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
Okay, and then everything will be okay? A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's gonna bring anyone together. Yeah.
You have misimagined it.
I
I
have?
don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
If you say it's disco, I don't know why I had such a hard time reading that sentence. It doesn't sound like any kind of disco I'd like to go to. I don't care about disco. I only care about the commune. This is the communist. I get +4 experience for leftist dialogue options.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The
Continue.
lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
What is this? Spread your hands. What are you? What is this acute encephalopathy that you just said? What are these? What times are these? You said pale. What is pale? We'll try this one.
6 kilometers
Hey!
southwest in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
What? These are always the weirdest one. Like, it's cop culture, but it always goes on these weird, like, diatribes.
We always do.
What? What am I?
You're an officer of the RCM.
She says energetically, like she's all perked up. The Revachol Citizens Militia?
Preciso mundo.
She doesn't look like someone that would say Precisamundo. Good, and what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol. Detect.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
That's it for the who I am part then. Now, what do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm basically a lackey for the capital. So I'm basically a thrall to foreign interests. So I'm basically one of the good guys. So I'm basically going to avoid the subject and ask the next question in this line of inquiry. Lackey for the capital.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
She leans in.
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Of, like, me specifically?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell.
I mean,
Especially on
it's
the
so
west
lovely
side.
now.
Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
Why me? Why keep saying me? Forgive me, I didn't do those things.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration.
Yeah, thanks, Kim.
Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway,
coughs.
sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Back to those basic terms of reality, then.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
She bows and smiles. Imagine, like, you hire, you're dealing with the police, for, like, someone steals your bike, you call the police, and to make a file report and find your bike, whatever. And they're like, what is reality? Can you explain it to me? Like, oh, okay, I guess I will. Here's some existentialism for you. You said pale. What is pale?
The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Wonderful.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. Remember, we have a cadaver to attend to.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Kim, actually.
His voice is low, but firm. All she can say is,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
Alright, I don't want to. I know what the Pale is. Yeah, tell me what the Pale is.
I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. He has already been so patient with this.
Okay.
Let's continue with something else. All right?
Alright,
You can
talk
ask
to
about
Joyce about the
anything
Pale
else in the
without
world.
Kim.
Anything.
but she wants to tell you. You could sneak back later when he's not around, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Ask for Kim to step away while you discuss the Pale. I mean, you trust me.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make
Kim.
a scene.
Kim, can I talk to the man alone for a second? Steps away with his notes.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Are
What's
you
the Pale?
sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Am I gonna go through like an episode?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
And what is an isla?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
And Insulinde
An
is...
oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest.
She reminds me, if I haven't already said this,
Coldest.
Jessica
Insulinde
Walters
is the
a
bluest.
lot from, like,
What can I
Arrested
say?
Development. Which I'm
Each is
sure that's what they were
perishing in
going
the
for. She stops. Each is perishing. Okay, what is the Pale like?
Chromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
Is it here? What are its physical qualities? If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from Isla to Isla? How much Pale is there compared to the world? Let's return to reality, please. Is it here?
No, detective. We're safe.
She points to the
It
sea.
begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
6,000 kilometers from the end of the world.
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And point north there.
Uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse.
Is this lady on mushrooms?
Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism.
See, spores. She's on
A mold
mushrooms.
that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
If we're surrounded by Pale, well, that's about the physical qualities.
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree.
I don't really understand what she's talking about anymore. I barely grasped initially.
Working. No one has yet passed the number barrier.
If we're surrounded by Pale, how do we get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost
Just like
or having our minds damaged.
turning to like Warhammer 40k, the Pale can damage the mind.
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology.
It's like we're
Making
surrounded by a
history
black
even.
hole.
The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
What does this overradiation feel like?
Feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International
6
standards
days of
strictly
Pale
limit
exposure per
civilian
year.
travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
You're not a civilian passenger.
No nameless detective of the Citizens Militia.
Nameless.
I am a member of the Entropanetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Do lorry drivers pass the Pale? Are you overradiated? Do lorry drivers pass?
Carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
That poor woman must have stories to tell, like you wouldn't imagine.
Are you overradiated?
My gills, officer.
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
What is entroponetic?
Entroponetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Do they cross it, the Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these
Yeah, it really does sound like Warhammer 40k stuff of like traveling, traversing the warp.
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic
Like
craft?
airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale.
Like, I really thought that you were just like taking place in like just sort of like an alternate history, or just like a very, like, you know, a place similar to like our world and like Earth and whatnot, but it seems like it's
Essence,
deviating
you throw them
very
in and they
quickly.
come out the other end, if we throw them precisely.
If we do
We
not?
don't.
Whoa. How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how? To our detriment,
What do you
or?
think, Detective?
She looks you in the eye. It's shrinking. There is more and more of the world. It's growing. There's more and more of the Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
It's not extreme at all. It's going to happen. Cover everything? That can't be. Where would we go? Stay silent. Stay silent.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge.
Yeah, wonderful.
I suggest you do the same.
All right.
We go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go to the wild Pale yonder.
One and all.
Close
They
their
say Pale
eyes.
is death, but for the universe,
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
All right, let's return to reality, please.
sweet reality.
She stomps her foot.
Before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Nothing. Just alcohol fumes and blackout. I sometimes sense vague shadows of a past, and it's not good. I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this. We'll do number 2.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Oh, boy. It's terrifying. You were right. It's disco. It will end all life. That we continue to persist at all is a testament of our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force, perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. I'm worried, I have to say it. It doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Who am I to think anything of it? Let's say you were right with disco. Her eyes tense, crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you, your bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
She stops mid-sentence. I'll handle it. It's under control. This investigation will be my masterpiece. The one they remember me by, I promise. Yes, I'm in serious trouble here. It'll be a fucking disaster, I know it. All those people will die. I'll handle it. It's under
I
control.
hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi.
Hey, I'm a rock star
He's very
cop.
competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
She gives you a slight bow.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing.
Oh man, he did think I was gonna pass out.
Should we do actual police work now?
That was fucking insane, Kim. Right, let's get to work, Lieutenant. Yeah, it's fucking insane, Kim.
Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
He looks around a little uncomfortable now.
You will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know.
Right. Let's get to work, Lieutenant.
Good luck, detectives.
She nods. She nods and says goodbye. Got another skill point. Save game. Save. Do we have any thoughts we want to learn that are in waiting? Rigorous self-critique, embarrassment to the party, suicide, solution. Let's do. We've been doing a lot of communist stuff, so let's go ahead. And we've thought of all this stuff right now, so let's confirm, and we'll internalize this. Okay, now where to? What is this? It's locked. Sorry, Kim, we are running around again. Do I want to open the bookstore stuff? I think I do. Okay, and we'll definitely save it again before we do it. Can we ask her about it again?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Ooh.
And welcome to crime, romance, and
Oh, that's right. You're the master of psychic art. He said curses aren't real. A few more questions of the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Yeah, weird. Have you sought help from anyone else?
I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
Wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Pointer necklace.
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Yeah, it's not
There are
working.
numerous spells cast throughout the store.
What a
I have
weirdo.
books with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Why didn't you just tell me about the right away about
It's not
it's
good
the
to
curse?
talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Never mind. I had other
The woman
questions.
before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. She nudges her glasses.
I mean, maybe we roll really high.
Slither,
Hey!
you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Nice. What if I don't want to lie? Ma'am, I've come here to help. I've handled paranatural situations
I'm
before.
Sure. Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I've returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker.
Yeah.
Pardon me for being-
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, alright?
Hey. Electrochemistry sounds drunk.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world.
Rock her world.
I'll compose some notes.
I admit I've had my fair share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is psychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. First one.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Seminole's blood also runs through me. I used to live on the Shadowy Isles. The wild wise men taught me their rituals. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Exactly.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Just ask my partner Kim. He'll vouch for me. Kim, I don't think... No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The Phantoms are no match for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
Hand on your heart, on my honor. Actually, I'm not really feeling this vibe anymore. The Psychic Force left me, on my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Oh, of course, the entity. I've sensed his presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
I think she's talking about Cindy the Skull. She lives in the coal room. Chimney, the pass between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
Cindy the Skull wasn't behind the barricade, though.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Who's the little girl standing outside? I mean, that should be is that your daughter?
Annette, yes.
Yeah.
My daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of
Wonderful.
course.
Did you talk to her?
Not really.
Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not allowed to talk to her?
I was afraid she'd call me like all the other kids around here. I don't know. I just walked right in here instead.
Oh yes, okay, that makes sense. It's working then. Yes. Do browse our books, sir.
The way you're handling her strikes me wrong. Quite the trooper. She's a great value add. Value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Yeah. Yes.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends. How much do you pay the kid?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her, as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Oh, I guess I was mistaken.
Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Kind of taps his foot. Okay, let's change the
The woman
subject.
before you scans the store.
Okay, leave. So I can go back here now or no? She gave me a key. Was it the key to this?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Pull the curtains open. Oh,
You
okay.
see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Sebenese wards. Your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
Small terrified O escapes from her as she tries to best look away as her round face is buried in her hands. Was this where I was supposed to go? Is she like real pissed now? 'Cause I did say it right before.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's
Hold
in
on,
there?
I actually haven't done anything
Dark
yet.
sarcophagus. Oh. What about?
Alright, leave. Alright, she actually has been in here, that's crazy. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. No sane person would ever put their head in such a machine. Oh, one of those hair dryers, like a hair dryer that you kind of sit in, not like a blow dryer. This was a hair salon, I guess?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Oh, we can unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone's standing right behind you.
Yeah, Kim is.
An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach.
No, I'm not gonna make Kim go first. Touch the back of your neck. Touch the back of your neck. What is this feeling?
Outside, the wind howls in from across the bay. The building at Rue de Saint-Ghislain stands like a matchbox on its side, with men inside, like little wooden sticks, ready to catch fire. A panicking woman squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark inside her palm. A man, a few meters away, stands frozen with a key in his hand. Somewhere inside, a spider is spinning its web.
Alright, open the door and enter. Huh. It's like a gym. Sand is dripping from the punching bag. Yes. What do you want, Kim?
This place?
Lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure! It's another world, beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. I think this might be Artemip's boxing club for young athletes. It's another world beyond the veil.
It's a gym, though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one in my kinema.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. No.
Alright, yeah, let's get the flashlight, but first let's take a look right here. Post says, this is worn off. Worn out wall bars, they're looking safe. This here.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is it familiar because I'm a weightlifter? 70%. Physical instrument. Lift the barbell.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
What, I wrestle in high school?
A memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Okay. Alright, gang. So we have to go back and get that flashlight so we can continue to explore in this weird back room. But I'm going to call it here for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate a like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow night with more... we might switch it up. Maybe we might do some more Dome Keeper or more Pizza Tower. But thank you so much for watching once again. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, do all that sweet engagement. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow if you're watching on Twitch, and if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be more content tomorrow, just like each and every day. Peace out.